Yes, 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 yes.
We are live.
Let's
So,
get it.
this is Talent Tuesday. I'm coming with you again with another amazing artist, producer, songwriter, Raw Lou. This is our Talent Tuesday with Jennifer Yon Agency. So, if you are watching right now, I need you to hashtag live. I need you to share this video with your friends. We about to have some fun this Talent Tuesday and talk with our new artist and special guest. Mr. Raw Lou. Hey there, how are you?
I'm doing good, Jennifer. Thank you, thank you, thank you for having me on your platform. I appreciate it.
Yes, I am so full of energy and so excited. I get to have fun every Tuesdays and deal with amazing people, talk about your talent, talk about your passion. So this is a privilege for me to have you as my special guest.
Well, I appreciate it. It's a privilege for me as well. It's a privilege for me. I appreciate it.
So tell me a little bit, Lou. Where are you from?
That's a hard question to answer, but I'll try to sum it up real quick. I was born in New York. I'm from the East Coast. I lived in Maryland. Um, but now I'm in Austin, Texas. That's kind of my home base right now.
Okay.
So I'm an East Coast guy. I'm an East Coast boy. That's where I'm from. I love the East Coast, but I ain't a fan of the cold, so I came to Texas.
Okay. Sometimes the passion takes you in a different place.
Yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely. You got to explore.
Yes. So with that being said, tell us about your passion.
Uh, my passion is music,
Okay.
creativity, any kind of creative expression. Um, that's what I'm passionate in. People, people.
People and music.
Yeah.
Okay. So as an artist, as a songwriter, as a producer, um, are there any projects that you're working on right now?
Uh, I'm always working on a project. That's the beauty of it. But right now, I'm kind of just creating beats like for sync licensing. That's something that I do.
Okay.
So that's just like getting beats placed into movies and commercials and TV shows and stuff because that pays a pretty penny. Um, but I actually just released 3 projects last month, and so I'm kind of letting that ride right now. So yeah, I put out like a dance track called Temporary, and that got put on an official Spotify playlist. It was like one of my goals for this year. I'm pretty proud of that. So I mean, like right now in this very moment, I have a bunch of different stuff that I'm working on, but nothing in particular. I just let go of a lot of stuff. So
Okay. So I'm sure you're always evolving, you're always making room for new things with your creativity as an artist, producer, and songwriter. I was told that you have an amazing song that you're bringing back due to kind of what we're going through right now, this day and age.
definitely, definitely, definitely. So that song is called Better Days.
Okay.
I love that song because I wrote that song from one of the purest places in my heart. Like, um, real quick background to that. My mother and my friend Joyce, they were just having they reached out to me. They were not having a good day. They were in a bad space. I offered my shoulder, my ear, but I was like, what can I do? I just made this beat and I just wrote that song and like just did, hey, like, I know what you're going through. I'm going through it too. There's going to be better days, just to kind of give like some optimism and hope. Um, and right now, that's more relevant than anything. Like we
I
need
know.
some optimism, we need some hope. So a lot of it, lots of it, lots of it.
Lots of help, lots of prayer. We want better days, of course.
Definitely, definitely.
So tell me a little bit. You wrote the song. Um,
Hmm.
could you give me more of the dynamics, like all of the parts that you played in this song? Because I know you're not singing it.
Hmm. So what I did actually, I made that beat. I didn't really know. I made the beat to the song. Didn't really know what I was doing with it, and then I talked to both of them, my mom and my friend, that same day, and then just my own struggles too. Everybody just going through stuff. It's just life. Um, and so I wrote it. And I kind of like I pitched it to a lot of different artists. I wrote it. I sung it. My demo version. There's only a few people that'll hear that. um, but I'll sing it, and then I sent it out to a bunch of different people to see if anybody would be interested in doing it. And I remember I got like such good feedback on like people wanting to do it, and just whatever my budget was and what I could do, which artists I could work with. And so I picked one girl, and a chick named Lola Rose. She did a great job on it. And yeah, that's kind of how it came together. So we kind of just, we'll go back and forth. Like I'll send it to her with my demo version.
Okay.
Just like with the melodies and stuff that I had in mind, and then she'll kind of sing it, take it to the next level. And
now, is this something that you offer as a service to anyone as far as writing and going back and forth, you know, kind of pulling out their emotions to turn into music?
Well, definitely. So I worked through this site called Sound Better, and that's where I found Lola Rhodes. That's where I found her. But I'm on that as a producer as well, and as a songwriter. So people like have reached out to me from that, and I've worked on projects with people from that. So it just depends on like if my name is attached, if your name's going to be attached to it or not. There's all these different legal stuff to that. But yes, that is something that I would like to offer, and I have offered before. So
okay. On this Talent Tuesday, I get a lot of individuals that want to be in the music industry, that's maybe in the music industry and not sure where to go with their music. Is there anything that you can offer directly to that target audience? Because, you know, this Talent Tuesday is always about promoting yourself as well as helping others kind of bridge the gap between things that they may need to take their career to the next level.
Well, first and foremost, just like as far as like getting it on any like streaming platforms, that's where right now that's where a lot of people listen to music. So I mean, and there are endless opportunities. So I think that you kind of want to research that a little bit, whatever you're trying to get out there. But there's a lot of research out there, and there's a lot of companies that can get your music out there to Spotify, to Apple Music, and all that stuff, because that's where people are listening to music from.
Okay.
That's one. And then two, like I was telling you, my thing that I think, especially if you're trying to make a financial, like a substantial amount, like a living off of music, then I would look into sync licensing. I mean, it's really popular, you know, and songs blow up. You hear a song in a commercial, you're like, oh, I like that. What's that song? Next thing you know, now you're adding it to your Spotify and all that, and people are listening to it on there. And then you also probably got paid for that song being in the commercial and things like that. So I would look into that. There's a lot of different companies that help with that. But it's research, a lot of research, like put the time in and just kind of like invest in yourself.
Mm-hmm. As far as services, could you just tell me about any of the services that you may be able to fill in the gaps and offer to someone? If you're watching, if someone is watching right now and they're in the music industry, what specifically may you be able to help them with?
So there's one thing called Song Trader.
Okay.
The song is just Song Trader minus the E, so it's like TRADR.com. That was one of the first sync licensing companies that I found, and that was I got a $1,200 placement from them, and they literally just used a beat that I made in an Instagram TV commercial. Like, so they'll come to you with so Song Trader will come and say, hey, we need a funky jazz song for this commercial or something like that. And you'll be like, well, maybe I have it, or maybe you can, or you're the kind of person that's like, oh, I'll create a funky jazz song right now, you know? Okay. So that those things are out there, and that's kind of what I dabble with. Sometimes I want to create things and just create things to put them out on my own, and then other times I kind of just want to. I'll see these placements, like people are looking for something specific and try to create something around that. So yeah, but yeah, I recommend Song Trader. There's other ones that I pay for that are a little bit more expensive, like financially, they're a little bit more expensive, but the opportunities are still there. That one's called like taxi.com. That comes up a lot if you look up like sync licensing, but there's a few different ones out there. I would Google sync licensing and kind of see what comes up for you, and like as far as like budget or what you're like interested in.
Awesome. So it's Talent Tuesday. Raw Lou is giving us some tips. You know, you're giving some secrets. I feel like you just shared little secrets.
Yeah, definitely.
This is awesome. How old were you when you knew music was your passion?
That's a good question.
Like, were you beating on pots at an early age? You know, I've heard some of those stories.
No. I used to be in talent shows and singing like Usher and like Cisco at 9 or 10 years old, singing songs I don't know nothing about, but I was singing my little heart out. But as I kind of got older, I kind of got more into sports. You know, I was playing basketball and stuff and kind of got away from it. But I've always been writing in the background. I always kept like a binder full of stories or poetry or something like that.
Okay.
I actually published a book of poetry a couple of years back. But as far as like, earlier on, I started off like rapping when I was like 18, 19 in college. And I had a nice little following. That was fun, but I don't think that was my passion. I think I just loved music. I don't think rapping was like my thing. But because of that, I actually started to expand my music knowledge and started to learn a lot more. And that's how I've gotten into this place. So I don't think there's an exact age I can pinpoint. It was like, oh, aha, this is it. This is what I want to do. But a couple years back, when I started to learn how to produce my own stuff, that's when I was just like, okay, I can do this. Like, I want to do this. I want to do this for real. So actually, you know, there's other people doing this. Why can't I do this? You know, that's just how I looked at it, and just keep trying to get better at it.
I like that. You know, right now I know that there's youth, there's maybe someone that's not even a youth anymore that's thinking, how can I get in the music industry? You know, is it too late for me? What would your advice be for them?
I mean, I'm always going to say it's never too late. I don't care how old you are or what. Like, to me, in my mind, you're only as old as you feel. And like, it's never too late to start over. That's always been my thing. I'm just like, I never have a problem like starting over.
Yes.
And I believe that people should, like, it's okay to like recreate yourself, reinvent yourself, you know?
Did you have to reinvent yourself, you know, throughout your music career?
Yeah, definitely. Like I told you, I kind of went on that roller coaster. I went from rapping into more of doing like spoken word and writing poetry, to kind of getting back to, once I started learning how to produce, I was like, okay, well, let's get back into songwriting, like writing songs, because I kind of got away from that. Okay. And then when I got into producing, I wanted to just make like dance stuff all the time. And I was like, all right, get back into writing songs, you know? So it's kind of just like not losing yourself, but experimenting with other stuff, you know?
Okay.
But still coming back to like your main foundation, I guess.
Okay. So I want to jump back and talk about Better Days. You know, that's a song that you wrote.
Yes.
You found the perfect person to do the vocals on it.
Mm-hmm.
Was that difficult for you in identifying someone that can feel the words that you put on paper?
I don't think it was difficult for me, because I'll be completely honest with you, I was just really excited. The feedback I got, like a lot of people were just like, yeah, I want to do this, I want to do it. Everybody had their different terms though, and so that's something else that you have to figure out. But I mean, I think it was difficult for me, because once she did kind of deliver it, I was not in the same space that I am right now this day a year ago, where I would be able to mix and master that song the way I want to.
Okay.
Because even now, like, I listen to the song and as my own worst critic, I'm just like, there's so much more I could have done to this, you know? And so, so I think that was the only difficult part for me, is just kind of learning. That was putting that song out, like writing it was one thing, but that was also one of the first songs that I kind of mixed and mastered on my own.
Okay.
So that was more the difficult and challenging thing for me.
Okay. So if you're watching, you are watching Talent Tuesday with Jennifer Yon Agency. I cannot even go further with the interview if I don't ask to hear a little snippet of your song, you know, and maybe the verse that means the most to you, that's probably not even something to ask, because probably all the verses mean something to you.
Definitely, but I think the first verse was the most relevant, because that started with my family and my friends. So I'll play that real quick. I'll play the first verse and the chorus.
Okay.
Let's see how it's done.
You put in so many hours at your dead end job, but you're still behind on payments on your beat up car. Your life used to be so simple, how'd it get so hard? You got a limited potential, but so many scars. You fell in love with the jerk, you tried to make it work. Try being social, but you're such an introvert. Read every single book on growth and self-worth, till this world breaks you down and you can't escape the hurt. I know what you're going through, cause I'm going through it too. I know what you're going through, cause I'm going through it too. I'm going through it too. But don't lose yourself, don't lose your faith. I know it's gonna be better days. You'll get it right, you'll find a way. I know there's gonna be better days. You're not alone, don't be afraid. I know there's gonna be better days. You'll find your soul, you'll be okay. I know there's gonna be better days. Better days, better days, better days, better days. I know what you're going through, cause I'm going through it too. I know what you're going through, cause I'm going through it too. Seeing in your eyes, you're tired.
But yeah, so that's the beginning of that.
Okay, so like I'm jamming, I'm straight jamming over here. I need more. Where can we find this song? How can we download it? Where can we listen?
Better Days is available everywhere. Any streaming service that you listen to, Spotify, Apple Music, what are people, Tidal, YouTube is out there on YouTube. If you don't have one of those streaming services, it's just Better Days by Raw Lou. Lola Rose is featured on there as well. Yeah, it's out there. It's out there. It's out there.
Better Days by Raw Lou. You heard it here. Lifetime success.
Yeah.
Yon Agency. It is Talent Tuesday. Look, I like that jam. You know, you said you created that about a year ago.
Yeah.
And this seems to be the perfect song for what we are going through right now, that there are definitely better days out there.
Definitely. That's been my mom. She's been telling me, like, you need to let people hear that song again. You need to like recreate it and put it back out right now. And I'm just like, all right. Like, but no, definitely. And I think like that the message is just relevant, like just to have a little bit of optimism, a little bit of hopefulness, you know. It's hard to find sometimes. It's hard to find sometimes, but I think my thing with music is that you hear something and you hear a song and it kind of just helps you and reminds you that you're not alone in whatever that you're experiencing. And so, yeah.
I like it. That song definitely says you're not alone. There's better days. I heard her say you've been through something, and you got to get through something, right?
So it says, I know what you're going through because I'm going through it too.
Uh-huh.
And it's just, I think one of the next lines in the next verse was just like, I see it in your eyes. You're tired of the fight. You spend so much time just trying to get it right. Hope today will be the day that you get back your life. And it doesn't always go that way, but you still kind of, I think that the message is to just keep going. That's kind of what I want to convey as a person. Mm-hmm. Even when I'm struggling, I'm just like, I'm still find my way back up. What's the quote? Get knocked down 8 times, get up 9, or something like that.
9 times, get up 10.
There you go.
But you know, at the end of the day, I think, you know, music is so important. I like to listen to music when I'm working out, from a different kind of music, from when I'm getting ready to go to sleep to when I'm feeling down and just need some praise or something to make me feel upbeat again. That music, the tone alone definitely made me feel upbeat. I would love to hear more of the verses, because on this live, we hear it, but we don't hear it as clear to feel it and to really understand the message and the mission that you had behind this song.
Definitely.
So again, this song can be downloaded on all of the streamings, and just to name a few, go ahead and throw some out there for us.
Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal. What else? Pandora. It's on Pandora.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do Pandora. Like I'm so lost with streaming. Okay, how do I stream? I gotta download an app. Pandora, I can do that one.
Okay. Yeah. Pandora's a little bit different from the rest of them. Like, so a lot of songs you might not see on Pandora, but that was the process. I got it on there. But yeah, Pandora, it's on Pandora, YouTube as well. If you're not like, that's the easier route too. You can kind of just type that in there, type in Better Days, Raw Lou, that'll come up. Where else would it be? I would just Google.
If a person wants to stay connected to you and follow you, do you have any social media pages, or what's the best way for a person to stay connected with Raw Lou and find out what you got going on?
Right now, I'm in the process of working on the website. But I would go on Instagram. I'm pretty active on Instagram. So that's going to be raw_Lou.
Okay.
Definitely reach out to me on there, and I have like the business page. You can connect to me and get my email and all that stuff on there. That's the platform that I'm most active on. I am on Facebook as well. But what's my Facebook?
Raw Lou.
No. It's Raw Lou. It'll say Lewis Loatman /Raw Lou. That'll be on there. But YouTube as well. If you go on YouTube, Raw Lou, I have some videos on there. I did a video that I shot here in Austin, Texas, and that's awesome. That's on YouTube. So I definitely would love people to check that out. It's called Give Me Your Lovin'. And so definitely with YouTube as well. So I'm on YouTube. YouTube, Instagram, pretty active on Spotify as well. So I'm out there. I'm trying to expand more. So
okay, and this is why we're doing this today. So your YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
Would they just put in Raw Lou for your YouTube channel?
Mm-hmm. That's what'll come up. And I have some video. I have that's kind of just a lot of stuff from back. Like I have music video that I just shot that I was talking about, the Give Me Your Lovin'. Some of those songs would be on there as well, and then some like poetry from a couple years back as well. So definitely on YouTube, I'm active on there. So.
Okay, so if you are watching Lifetime Success Talent Tuesday. If you're just tuning in, guess what? You better go back and replay, because we heard a little snippet of a Better Days. Better Days. We need better days right now. The song was upbeat. The tone almost had me like about to get out my chair and start moving around. What I need you all to do is pull out your phones and follow Raw Lou on Instagram. Also, subscribe to his YouTube channel as well as mine, so you can stay connected to what's going on. I'm Jennifer Yon IPA Success on YouTube. Raw Lou is on YouTube, Instagram. Follow him. So, are you for hire? Can somebody hire you, Raw, to do something for them with music?
Definitely. I mean, I would love to, even if it's not for hire, just collaborating with artists. I love to. I make a beat almost every day, whether I love it or not. It's just to get in the habit. So yeah, definitely kind of just reach out to me. Let me know what you had in mind. Just in like people like something like a podcast or something. If you need music for that, I can do that as well, because there's loopholes with that. You can't just use people's songs and things like that. So I'm here for it. To
create those customized beats and musics for their digital purposes as well.
Yes, definitely.
Awesome. So I need a theme song. That's what I need. I need a good theme song to walk out on every time I flip over a new issue of IBA Success Magazine. So you can help me with that.
As of like right now, like.
Well, if you're watching,
Better Day should be your theme song.
Yes, Lifetime Success. I'm putting you on the spot. I am the founder of IBA Success Magazine, and every other month we drop a new edition. And that new edition creates an event where we network and pull people together. So I need you to be thinking for me while we're pulling individuals together. What can make us feel good? Our next edition drops July 14th. Would love to have some of your music down here in Florida to just, sample with that crowd and see how we can encourage them to have some better days.
Okay, well, definitely. I'll share some links with you after this and let you get into it. Vibe with it a little bit. Let me know if it's for you.
Okay. So again, I have to thank you so much. It's always an honor to speak with ones that are passionate about something particular in their lives. I know for me, I am passionate about promoting others, helping others reach their goals. I can see and hear through your music that you are definitely passionate about, the same thing, making sure that people reach their musical goals as well as your own. Are there any last minute words or anything you would like to tell us before we close out today on this Talent Tuesday?
No, I appreciate you letting me be a part of this platform. Anybody that's out there trying to pursue their dreams, just don't give up. I think it's just being consistent. Try to be consistent even when you write a song that sucks, or you make a beat that it don't sound good. It's just getting in the habit of like doing that. I think that's what's most important. My friends think I'm crazy because I sit down at my computer every single day and I'm trying to do something, whether I get something out of it or not. So I think it's just, if anybody out there that's looking to pursue their dreams, I think it's just being consistent. Being consistent, something's gonna happen.
Absolutely. Consistency is the key to success. You can't just say you want to be a producer, a songwriter, an artist. You got to put in that time. Raul, you're at the computer every day, so you're putting in that time.
Drive myself crazy, but it's a passion.
It's a passion. Yes. I know it's a passion if you plug yourself down every day to work on that, right?
Definitely.
Yes. You are watching Talent Tuesdays with Jennifer Yon Agency, Lifetime Success. This has been another edition of a great interview. Getting to know Raul, what he does, how he does it, and the passion and mission behind his song Better Days, which you can download almost anywhere. I'm going straight to Pandora and I'm adding it into don't call me old school, just say I'm going to support the music in any way I know how.
That's supporting. I appreciate it.
Yes. So again, thank you all for tuning in. Be sure to share this video, tag your friends that are artists that would love to be in the music industry. There was a lot of nuggets shared on this video that can help produce a greater day for them as well as their careers. So thank you again so much, Ron Lewis, for joining me. And you all be sure to tune in, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Jennifer Yon, IBA Success, and make sure you subscribe to Raul's YouTube channel and follow him on Instagram as well.
Definitely.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.